Alright, here I've taken all of the liquid out of my slow cooker, a mixture of maple barbecue sauce and Dr. Pepper. I left the cooked down onions behind, and I've gone ahead and I've transferred it into a small saucepan. It's still hot, but I'm going to render this down. I'm also going to add some cornstarch to it, thicken it up a little bit. So here, as you can see, it's mainly liquid, a little bit of chunks left. I'm going to add my cornstarch to my ladle with a fork. Just take it into here, and then I'm going to mix it into here so it doesn't all clump up into my pan, or my little saucepan here. So here I can mix it up. You can see, bringing it into light stages. I'm not going to have any clumps, no lumps. And this a little bit at a time. Gravy is nothing to be rushed. Might have to add a couple of these, and this should be enough. And then I'll just let this boil down on a light heat, just to thicken it up before I incorporate it back into my pulled mousse. Here again, you don't want to burn your sauce. You're going to keep it, once it starts to steam up, just bring it down to a light simmer. And you'll feel it starting to thicken up. It's just making like a good, thick, sweet gravy. I still got some pieces of onion into there. Everything is all going to get reincorporated into the mousse. I won't use all of it, of course, but I'll incorporate a whole lot of this liquid back into it just so it doesn't dry out. And well, welcome back. I've given this a couple of minutes to simmer. You can see it's thickened up. So we're going to incorporate this into our meat slowly. We're not going to dump the whole thing in. We don't want it swimming in the sauce. We just want it liberally coated. Don't be afraid at this point. Mix things up as you go. Get an even coating. You don't want to have too much sauce on it. When you put this into a sandwich, you don't want to have it all over your lap. You just want to enjoy it between the bread. So I've probably done too much sauce, but sauce is never something that goes to waste. Make some mashed potatoes and pour it on that later on. Around here, I'm sure Cooper would like it on his dog food. Do whatever you want with it. I'll give us one more little scoop here, just to make sure I get a good coating everywhere. And there's big chunks that I didn't break up earlier. As I'm rolling it through, I can get them at this point. It'd be surprising, but I'll be using a good portion of all that sauce I made up. And there we go. This is our pulled mousse. And if you just give me a couple of minutes, I'm going to take this loaf of homemade bread that I made yesterday. I'm going to slice it up, and I'll show you what it looks like on a plate. Here, I'm going to take my trusty steak knife. I get a couple of pieces of bread. Get a plate out here. Doesn't have to be fancy. Over here, we're just going to take a generous portion of pulled mousse. We're going to layer it. If you want to add pickled onions, whatever kind of condiments you want, feel free. This is your sandwich. You can make it like you want. Add a little bit of pepper at this point to give it a extra kick. And there you go. Bon appetit.